I've made it no secret that two of my mains in Super Smash Bros. Are the Mii Sword Fighter and the Mii Gunner. I love character customization in video games, and this was one of the best things to ever come to the Smash Bros. Series. It was made even better when MegaMan costumes were released as DLC. And so, with the ability to sort of play as some new characters, I decided to make some custom amiibos a while back. We of course have these two actual MegaMan Amiibos, one released in normal colors for Super Smash Bros., and the special edition gold version packaged with the 3DS version of the Mega Man Legacy Collection. I know that there is another MegaMan Amiibo for Mega Man 11, but I don't have that one yet. Blue Mega Man is named Super Fighting Robot, and the gold one is named Hyper Mega Man. That's kind of meant to be a double reference. In G Gundam, when a character goes Hyper Mode, their Gundam turns gold, and Hyper Mega Man is in Marvel vs. Capcom. Although, after the Sonic and Mega Man crossover comic, Super Mega Man would have made just as much sense. Of course, the figures on these two aren't really customized, but are just here merely for scale. Currently, I have 4 custom Mega Man Amiibos, and I had planned to make a 5th one, but I just never got around to it. But for the customs that I did make, I tried to give them moves that match the weapons that they can obtain in-game. For 3 of these, the figure comes from the Super Modeling Soul Rockman toy line. Here, we have Protoman. He is more or less the same height as the Mega Man figure, even if the rest of the scale isn't accurate to amiibos. Additionally, the shield on his back is removable. In-game, this amiibo is named Big Brother. As a Mii Gunner, his abilities are Charge Blast, Gunner Missile, Lunar Launch, and Bomb Drop. Protoman had to have the Charge Shot ability because he's had some very iconic moments with his Charge Buster, like in Mega Man and Base, where he gets chopped in half. I gave him the Gunner Missile to reflect Dive Missile, which Protoman gets in the arcade game The Power Fighters. Lunar Launch shoots a fireball, and Protoman can get Atomic Fire in the arcade games, as well as Magma Bazooka in Mega Man 9. His down special is Bomb Drop. This was supposed to reflect Napalm Bomb, which he also gets in the Power Fighters. Protoman's abilities aren't my favorite in this set, but I was trying to give all 3 of my Gunners at least somewhat different attacks. For MegaMan.exe, his figure is from a toy set called Rockin' Box. To make sure his arms and backpack don't come off, I superglued them in place. For this amiibo, I tried to get a little more creative. I gave him the Laser Blaze attack instead of the Charge Shot because most of the time, EXE isn't remembered for his iconic charge shots. There are some memorable moments from both the anime and the games, but they're usually just focused beams instead of a big ball of energy. Additionally, during the mainline games, his attacks don't really have a visible projectile, so I thought a smaller shot would be more fitting. His side special is Flame Pillar, which causes a column of fire to rise up from the ground. This was supposed to mimic Fire Tower or Flame Line. In hindsight, I could have used this as an alternative for Protoman's Atomic Fire, since the animation seems a little bit closer to that. Oh well. His down special is Echo Reflector, a big pink barrier that reminds me of Barrier 500 from Battle Network 3. His up special is Cannon Uppercut, meant to mirror how he used Buster Punch in the manga, which is basically just a jumping guts punch. In Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, where I recreated these Miis, because they changed how some of the moves look, like Echo Reflector being replaced with 2 smaller yellow shields and Cannon Uppercut being replaced with a flying kick, I gave him a few different moves. Lunar Launch is his new up special, so it could be similar to Heat Shot. I'm also considering replacing Echo Reflector with Absorbing Vortex because it still looks kinda like the Barrier Battle Chip. Naturally, this amiibo had to be named Hub. My favorite of these Miis is Maverick Hunter, Mega Man X. His neutral special is Charge Blast, his side special is Gunner Missile, his up special is Cannon Uppercut, and his down special is Absorbing Vortex. The Charge Shot is self-explanatory. The secret version of Gunner Missile, used by attacking with side special while moving, is a stand-in for Homing Torpedo from X1. Absorbing Vortex kinda looks like the Rolling Shield's Charge Shot, and Cannon Uppercut, a jumping punch, is basically a Mii Gunner Shoryuken, which X used in a few different games. His forward air also looks kinda like the level 1 Charge Shot from the first game. I swear, whenever I use the X Mii wearing this costume, I fight better even if I'm using a Mii Gunner with the exact same moves. Sadly, I had to change his up special in Smash Ultimate since the flying kick doesn't match any of X's moves. I gave him Lunar Launch to reflect one of X's fire projectiles, like Circle Blaze. For Zero, I actually couldn't find his amiibo for this video. I had it and used it in the demonstration video, but it's since disappeared, and that's the reason why this video wasn't done months ago. But here's some pictures of the figure and the finished amiibo. Like with the X and Protoman figure, this one also came from the Modeling Souls Rockman line. True to his origins, this amiibo is named Maverick. I tried to give him moves that reflect the most iconic weapons and techniques that Zero uses. His up special is Stone Scabbard, where he does both a rising slash and a downward stab, of which he can do multiple variants in various games. His neutral special is Blurring Blade, a flurry of quick stabs, finished with a final pierce. It doesn't exactly reflect any of his specific techniques, but I thought it was most similar to Raigenki from X4, which is a straightforward stab. In Smash Ultimate, this move changed slightly, using a flaming sword and finishing with an upward swing. For his side special, I gave him Airborne Assault, a spinning rolling slash, which, like his rising slash and downward stab, is also a recurring technique. His down special is Power Thrust, meant to mimic his dashing stab from the MegaMan Zero series. Zero is my second favorite Mii fighter to play as in Smash, and was my primary fighter during the World of Light once I had unlocked the Miis. I'd also tried to make a Roll Mii, but I never got around to finishing the amiibo for her, even though I happened to get her figure while I was trying to get the one for X, Protoman, and Zero. For context, they come in a blind box where you don't know what's in the package until you open it. So, this has been me talking about my old custom amiibos. Did you guys ever train amiibos back in the day, or do you even now? Do you ever play as the Miis with or without the Mega Man skins? Who is your main in Smash Bros, either in Smash 4 or Ultimate? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace out, everybody.